Okay, so hey, welcome back to Nerd Variety Podcast. As always, I am your host,
Woo!
Aiden, and joined by my other hosts, Josh,
Yeah.
and and Matt.
Woo! We're back. Finally, we're back.
Yay! These are very sporadic episodes, I know, but it's just we're life. I'm 30 now. I hate it.
It's fine. It's fine. Me and Matt are still alive, and you will be too.
Yeah.
You don't know.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
I haven't
Um,
even blown my back out yet, so I don't think I'm that old.
that's good. That's like a standard, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a little up there. 30s, I think, is the age where we kind of get the feeling. So far, I've experienced. You kind of get the feeling of like get that perspective, and you kind of like compartmentalize like everything before into who you are now, and you kind of feel like, okay, I'm an adult, and let's go. Let's go.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and next year, hopefully, I get to really start a career since I will be getting my degree in May.
Woo! Congratulations. That's all.
Yeah, thanks. So that's one reason we've not been doing a lot of recordings lately because I've still been in school and everything and doing my field work, and that just takes up time and doing all the girlfriend stuff.
Yeah, the adulting relationship, like career, yeah, it's important and it has to be done.
Yeah.
You gotta just eat that horse, right, Matt?
Yep.
Get
Like
back
as
up
we
and
did.
eat that horse.
Oh yeah, Hayden.
Come eat that horse with me, Vegeta. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Long live Dragon Ball Bridge.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
we are here today to talk about what we have been up to in our absence. I know we kind of circle back to that a lot. But it's different every time. The only challenge is coming up with new interesting names for these podcasts. These episodes, but no, I don't know. So I've been playing a lot of video games. I don't know about you guys. What have you guys been playing?
I've still been playing a lot of Fortnite. I've been getting back into Apex Legends, which I'm starting to get slightly better at. I say slightly by the slightest of margins. Um, and other than that, like life stuff, career stuff, like you said, I'm hoping that my jujitsu journey is about to change a little bit in a very, very cool and awesome way, and I can't wait to talk more about it. But other than that, like I've just been same old, working, training. Oh, I've been watching a lot of anime and a lot of animes.
Yeah. I've been looking for some anime to watch lately. I got a few suggestions from someone else, but um, I couldn't find the main one I was excited for that they had mentioned. They said it was on Crunchyroll, but I couldn't find it.
What is it?
Right now, I don't remember exactly what it's called. Um, I'd have to look through my phone to figure it out.
Gotcha. I've been watching. We finally got the Attack on Titan series finale. Watched it, and wow, what a freaking finale!
Yeah. I don't personally watch Attack on Titan, so I don't have all that context.
Yeah. It was, of course, the show. I guess the show started around 2012, 2013. The anime did, and it's been kind of like they've given have a lot of gaps, even though they've only had 4 seasons. There's been a lot of gaps between seasons, and each one has just been like an emotional roller coaster, like kind of like Walking Dead was back in its heyday. But the final season came out. I think it started sometime last year, and it's just been like a lot to digest. And the finale was
It
just like
definitely
the end
was.
of just this long journey. Um, yeah, won't be another one like it for a while. I don't think.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Hayden, I recommend Shangri-La Frontier.
Okay. Could you text that to me?
Yeah, I will. I will do that.
Nice.
It is very good so far.
Sounds good.
I've been watching one called Jobless Reincarnation. It's a very interesting show. It's really fast paced. It's definitely different from what I'm used to, but I actually really get like the story and the lore behind it is pretty cool. But for me, I have to get past some of the main flaws. And if you watch it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. I'll check it out.
Also, Hell's Paradise. I may have mentioned it before on an episode as anime I've been watching, but I think I watched it in June and July. I think that's how long it took me to watch all 13 episodes, and it is just mind blowing anime art style, the action, just the dialogue. It's a work of art, and the finale left me speechless. So
Nice.
check
That
it
was the
out.
one you that was the one you mentioned to me that I could not remember for the life of me what it was, and I forgot to ask you. So I will remember that now.
So yeah, I've been doing like same old. I've been trying to post some things here and there whenever I get the creative juices flowing. Something to that is funny and relevant. Um, and I actually got a chance last month. Our friends with American Warrior Wrestling Alliance, they had their big unpredictable. That's the title of the show. Unpredictable show was on Veterans Day weekend, and I was the ring announcer for that. And it was the first time that I ever done that before. I just kind of try to summon all of the knowledge I've gained from watching, wrestling and like hearing and just try to remember like to give that good crowd energy. And I had a good time. I had a good time. I'll definitely do it again. Uh, and yeah, it was just an experience.
Nice.
Nice.
Sounds fun.
Nice. The next show you're at, I plan to be at. I say we all should be there as a group. I think it would be fun.
Yeah. Hey, you had a good time at the last one, right?
Yeah,
It's definitely an experience, right?
it was an experience for sure.
Yeah. They had a very good crowd, a lot of kids for this one. So hopefully, if everything lines up, they can have a really good show for the next time. And yeah, you can all enjoy my performance as well.
Yeah. When is the
Hey,
next one? Do we have a date on that?
no confirmed date. They're looking at January. I think they're looking at organizing, getting a venue, all that stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely announce it whenever they let us know something.
Nice.
Yep.
Did you promote our podcast while you were there?
Not while I was there. I think I was still getting to know everyone, trying to figure out like how I fit, what what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, I definitely want to make sure I'll definitely get everybody connected.
Wear a Nerd Variety tie next time.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Or a pin. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
MVP.
I think the tie would stand out more than a pin, or do both. Do
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
Make
Because
it
I
pop.
feel like I'm gonna rock the bow tie.
I believe in you guys to come up with a design.
All right, I'm totally down to do that.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll figure something out. We'll workshop it. Hayden, you said you went to Dragon Con this year, right?
I did, but not for very long. I went just a couple of days, like 2 or 3 days, and only stayed for a little bit, any of those days. Like one day I did pretty much just the vendor hall, and I was like, I'm done. I have no more energy for anything. um but it was a good experience. I always enjoy it. I'm still hesitant now to buy my ticket for next year. um but I'll probably cave at some point and buy it anyways. We'll see what everything looks like at that time, Sched- schedule wise, since I may be in a school system at that point, being a counselor.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
They'll definitely make weekends. You'll want to save your weekends after that. And for a convention, like we did an episode earlier for Atlanta Comic Con at the beginning of the year, and that was just a day for us, but we were exhausted by the end of it.
It was a day for you. It was 2 days for me, and by the end of it, I was freaking. Especially after meeting Savitt, I was spent. There was nothing else I wanted to do. I just wanted to go get in the bed.
Yeah, yeah, you got to have your energy, but maybe Hayden, you can join us for if we decide to get for Atlanta Comic Con this year. Well, we're keeping an
Yeah,
eye out
it's
for the guest list and trying to see if that's going to work.
list.
With the month.
The
Yeah.
guest list just dropped. Well, some of it just dropped.
Some of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we need some more.
yeah, we definitely need some more. But it
I think by
is the
January we'll
weekend,
probably know for sure.
right? And it is the end of my birthday, so it may be another birthday present from myself to myself again.
Nice.
That's how you do it. As far as like the rest of like, so what's our last episode dropped in beginning of July. A lot's happened since then, and like Spider-Verse came out in June, so like a lot's happened between June and November. Like
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to discuss some things, and I know we've talked about it, so not you guys haven't seen or played all of the things that I want to talk about. So I know we've talked about putting those aside for a later date. Specifically watching Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which is
Yeah.
probably
Right.
gonna be
my list.
soon, I assume. It's actually really interesting to me because I don't really know anything about the comics. I only know about the movie, really. Like I was aware that it was based off the comics and everything, or a graphic novel, whatever. Um, but I wasn't like in depth familiar with it like I was the movie. So it's just interesting seeing some of the stories that come up and how they kind of subvert expectations if you only know the movie. So I thought that was really interesting. And I've been playing a lot of the Spider-Man 2 game recently, so I'm really excited to be able to talk about that as well.
Because I'm about to buy it. Like literally, probably.
Nice. They're all fun. Like I actually just recently restarted playing the first one of the Insomniac, well, the series. Um and I'm gonna go through all of them again. So, there's
Nice.
the first one, there's Miles Morales,
Miles,
and
and
there's
then
Spider-Man
two.
2.
Right. I loved the first one, so I'm definitely excited to dig into the second one for sure. And I may go back and play Miles after I finish the second one, just for just so I don't have to wait to play Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Continuity be damned.
I mean, I definitely recommend Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2, just because it serves to introduce him as Spider-Man and everything, and sets up his abilities and all that. But that's just me being a nerd.
I'm the same way, but at this point, I'm like, I want to play it that bad that I'm like, screw the continuity. I'll do it later because
I mean,
I know who Miles is from the comics and all, and I know his powers and stuff are kind of different in the game. But I just want to go through 2 already because it's got Venom in it, and everybody knows I love Venom.
yeah. I don't know how they would do it, but I want them to make a Venom game.
Yes, please. And we did talk. We talked about that on a podcast
Did
because
we?
yeah,
Yeah.
and we were me, you, and said he'd be interested, but I know me and you were like, yes, do that, please.
Yeah, I mean, there was Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2, which I recently just got actually. The PS2, not the game. I've had the game for years.
Nice.
But Ultimate Spider-Man is super fun. It lets you play as Venom for about half the game, I think.
Dope.
Yeah, I don't know how a Venom game would be a lot of fun, but I'm not exactly sure how it would work as a solo game. Maybe it'd play like Infamous a little bit. Spider-Man meets Infamous.
Yeah.
I can see
That's the
that.
only way I can see it.
Or the Deadpool game in a way.
Yeah, maybe make it more level based instead of free roam sandbox style.
Yeah.
Oh no, see, the free roam would be so good.
I could see them both
Mhm.
being good. You could go either way, and they would both be good, in my opinion. I think.
Did you ever play
Done
the
right.
Hulk game? I don't remember which one it was, like what it was called exactly, but
There were two of them. I think one based off the movie, the Incredible Hulk movie. Then there was Hulk. Or I think it was just Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
yeah,
I
that
think
sounds right.
both of those were kind of like free roam sandbox style. A little dated now, but I think especially with Ultimate Destruction, you could destroy just everything, and you could, yeah, it was, yeah, they just let you go free, go ham on the city.
Yeah, and I think it could work kind of like that, to be honest,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Venom's kind of similar and mainly in his build, and how
His
he gets
build
around
and
and
his
everything.
temper, I would say.
Yeah.
Huh?
His build and his temperament and temper,
Oh,
I would say.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Don't piss
I
him
need to
off.
play the first. I need to finish the first Spider-Man game. That's where I am. I got Baldur's Gate a few weeks ago. I'm still playing around with it.
Aren't you
But
like
it's
30 years late on that?
no Baldur's Gate 3, not
Oh,
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3. See, you just said Baldur's Gate. I was like, that's an
Yeah,
old game.
yeah. Anyway,
Get
Baldur's Gate
him,
3.
Hayden.
I got that a few weeks ago. I've been playing around with it a little bit, trying to get used to the system. It's not like usual games that I play a lot. They are more shooter or fighting games or whatnot. But it is cool having like a means to play D&D without having to someone being resigned to dungeon master, and I'm looking at it as more of a way to play with friends uh and also test my PC out as far as like how well it handles like keyboard.
Yeah, I imagine
Speaking
that's definitely gonna test that.
speaking of D&D style games that are digital that I wanted to mention, the Gloomhaven digital game came out, and I've kind of messed around with it a little bit, and I'm planning to purchase it for myself. And I said I'm going to suggest that both of you buy it, which Josh already is planning to. That way we can all play as a party together. I think that'd be cool
That will be fun. That will be a lot of fun. Hayden,
because it
you like
is.
it.
Yeah,
We've been
it's a
playing it
lot like
we've been playing the
D&D.
tabletop version for a few years now, and we've had a lot of laughs, a lot of like stressful campaigns too.
Yeah. Have either of you, so this is kind of a random thing, so we'll not spend too much time on it, but have either of you played Deliver Us the Moon or Deliver Us Mars?
No, that sounds familiar. So I've heard it. Heard
That's
of
what I
this
was
one.
thinking
May
too.
have seen it advertised somewhere.
Yeah.
I think so.
The only reason I'm asking is because I was just reminded of it, and I am kind of like right now gonna download Deliver Us Mars because it's free on Epic, on the Epic Game Store.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
You downloading it for PC or for?
Yeah, PC.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and I don't really know too much about it. I've seen like trailers for it, and it looks pretty interesting, but I don't really know. Like, I have access to both of them now, after I got this one on Epic, and the other one, the first one, Deliver Us the Moon, is on it's on PlayStation Plus, so I get it through that. So I'm interested to see how they play, but I've heard good things about them.
Yeah,
Sounds
try them out.
interesting.
Let us know what you think. I'm sure there's a game like someone's played around with it before, and they put a YouTube video out. That's kind of how we kind of learn how to play most games now. Instead of
Yeah.
no one really dives into a game. They usually you have to go to YouTube and look at a tutorial, especially with those tabletop games.
Bro,
There's no just play by just playing.
See, wow, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm old school in that sense. Where if I play a game and I know I'm gonna play it, I don't want to see how to's or spoilers or any of that before I play it. So I've been avoiding as many Spider-Man 2 videos on YouTube as I can, popping up a lot in my For You stuff. No, no. Leave me alone. I'm gonna play it.
That's a good idea.
Well,
I went in blind, but I also went in like as soon as it released. So
Right.
yeah, it depends on the game. If there's like a lot of like a big story or element or kind of more recognizable kind of IP, then yeah. But for like games that have a lot more moving parts, then that's where you want to kind of like, okay, how, or something that's completely unknown, like you definitely want to kind of do your homework before diving in.
Right.
speaking of games that we've been playing, and specifically Marvel games with Spider-Man, I can't remember exactly when it came out, but have you guys played Marvel's Midnight Suns?
No, but I've
Uh,
seen we've talked about it and I've seen the
yeah,
reviews
yeah.
and I'm like, I want to play it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But I have a hard time wanting to go through it again, even though they're kind of like, yeah, do New Game Plus because you can get like all the characters that you unlock through the story. Um, but I'm like, yeah, but there's so much talking. And like that's fine. That's good for like a one playthrough. Because it's
Right.
interesting getting all the dialogue and everything, but going through it again, like just thinking of how much dialogue I'd have to sit through a second time, I'm like, that's too much. I don't want to do that. And some of those fights are just they're hard.
Isn't it cross playable?
Um, well, it's not multiplayer, not the multiplayer.
Wow. Dang, I thought it was. I was gonna say if it is, then we could jump on it together, and then that'll make it a little more fun for you.
Yeah, no, it's like a card game, like a
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah.
I don't know.
Card game doesn't really say it exactly, but it's kind of XCOM with cards and
Yeah,
superheroes.
yeah. See, that's what I thought. I thought it was like a card game, uh, Ultimate Alliance type situation.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for too, which they need to make something similar to that. Something similar to that needs to come out soon, or a sequel, or remake. Something. I want it. I need
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
It's been
Ultimate
too
Alliance
long
was
since I've been able to play that game, and I can't get
right.
it anywhere else.
I almost
Ultimate
bought it the
Alliance
other
was
day, and I
Ultimate
did.
Alliance?
Yes,
Where?
because we meet for my birthday. My girlfriend got me a PS2.
Mm-hmm.
And we went over to this guy's house because it was a bit late. We didn't get the one that she had ordered on time, like, and they had to refund her money and everything. It was a whole thing. And then so we just went to go pick up this other one, and they had like a bunch of games in their collection that they were selling, and Ultimate Alliance was in there. And I was like, ooh, I've heard really good things
Mm.
about this. I may have played it a little bit when it came out, but I didn't play very much of it.
It
Um,
is it is one of
Hayden,
my top games
Hayden, you
ever.
kind of, I hate to you should have got it.
yeah. We
You
got other
probably
games. We got Simpsons Road Rage.
hey, what a
Yeah,
classic.
yeah, but
I,
Ultimate Alliance, come
I
on.
mean, Simpsons Road Rage is all scratched up, so it's not playable, but we have it. We
Mm.
got the Simpsons
And
game
you
though, and that is playable.
Mm,
and you missed out on Ultimate Alliance and
I
got a
did.
scratchy game.
I did.
Oof.
yeah.
But I
That's
also
probably it.
they had a bunch of games that I was really wanting to buy, but they were so expensive. They were like the three ones that I wanted like the most were the most expensive. Um,
Ah,
there
I get
was
that.
there was what was the first one? Oh gosh. Anyways, one of them was Manhunt, which I don't
I've
know
heard
if
of
you're
that game, but I've
familiar
never
with
played
it.
it. I've heard of it, never played it
Never heard
though.
of it.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be super controversial and super violent and everything, and that's the whole thing. So naturally, with it being controversial, I want to play it to know what it's all about.
It
Um,
can't be that bad.
Probably not by today's standards, to be honest.
Yeah. Most
Yeah,
games are like, well, this is what's in it. And you want to play it? All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Don't sell it to
Probably a
kids.
bunch of stuff that's aged very poorly.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
then
too.
there was the Warriors, which I've heard.
That
Huh?
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've heard that game is so much better than the movie. So like I'm all for a good movie tie-in game, especially if it's better.
That's what I was gonna say. I've heard a lot of good things about that game. I heard it was
Yeah,
really,
he
really
was
good.
selling it for like over $100.
Woof.
I'm like, for a PS2 game, that's too much.
Like,
Right.
bro,
Right.
it's not been that long. Like, no, like, like,
And
is
they're
this
not
thing,
making
is
them
this game,
anymore.
is this game like unopened? Like in the like, is the packet? Is it in mints? Is the box in mints? Like, you gotta really sell this to me if you want me to spend 100 on this.
You know
Right.
what? It may have been that game that was in like the special protective casing too.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't remember if
Maybe.
it is for sure that it was that one. It may have been. There was another one, and I'm so bummed that I can't think of what the other one was because I really wanted it,
Yeah.
and it was like
I can't.
$50.
I can't think of a game of a game that I would spend that much money on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Only the only one that I could think of that I may consider even doing that is Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Oh, I have that.
Because
Oh no, I have Budokai 3.
yeah, I have Budokai 3 signed by Sean Simmel, which is dope. The
Yeah.
voice of Goku. But anyway, yeah, I never played Tenkaichi 3, and it is supposed to be regarded as the best Dragon game ever made. So like, and I've never played it, so I might consider spending that much for it. I think that's about what it goes for nowadays. But like, I would just consider it. I can't see myself justifying buying it
Right.
as much as I love Dragon Ball.
Right.
When you get some fuck you money, I'm sure. Yeah, you yeah, you definitely will
Don't even. I don't
circle
even want
back
to
to
get
that.
started on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you are right, actually. If I ever get to that point, yep, that's probably one of the first things I'm buying.
Yep, there you go. There's been a lot going on as far as like TV and movies in the past few months.
Okay.
Um, so like the biggest thing is the strikes, which was like I remember the 2007 2008 strike that lasted for that back in 2007 2008, and I remember that vaguely. I just remember like seeing the shows that it affected and how they weren't as their seasons weren't as good or as long. And I don't watch TV like I used to back then, but watching it now, it's like okay, I can see. It's more so affecting movies in my perspective. Um, but it was interesting that it's like hey, we're in this new era of like streaming, and you have to think about how the rates have changed for paying writers and actors. Um, and they should get paid what they do, and they should get paid for their stuff being out there. And but thankfully they've resolved that without too long of a delay. And now we can see what's coming out, like what's different, what's the release schedule is going to be different, but we'll see how that plays forward.
We should have said that that's why we've not been doing our podcast. Can we
Maybe it was.
That is,
retroactively apply that?
Maybe it was.
We've been in
I mean,
solidarity with the strikes.
Yeah,
yep,
we
that's
ain't no
exactly what it
scabs.
was.
We ain't no scabs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can tell you one movie that I watched, and I know all of us are kind of, nerds and late 90s and early 2000s nerds. I feel like one movie that I watched this year was affected by the strikes, and that was the Zoe 102 movie.
Uh, I
It, I
no,
feel like
no.
it was. I feel like it was filmed before the strikes, but I'm not 100% sure because after watching it, it's like as much as I wanted this movie growing up with that show and like identifying with certain characters and like liking a bunch of and like the show itself. Watching that movie, I was like, did we really need this? It was
That's
it
the
was
age old question with sequels and remakes and reboots. Like, do we really need this? And
Speaking
yeah,
of, did
some
you
things were definitely not needed.
right.
speaking of, did either of you watch Good Burger 2?
Not yet because I'm scared to. I don't want the same thing to happen that happened with Zoe 102 to happen to Good Burger 2 because I absolutely love the first movie. So I'm kind of scared too.
I honestly don't remember the first one all that much. Like I know I saw it and that's about it. Like I remember that I saw it, but I don't really remember anything from that movie.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where you know you want to watch the first one like and then go watch the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Double
That
feature.
movie that movie is the reason why I call everybody dude.
Dude.
And literally if people ask me about it, I start singing the song.
They sing it in that movie.
Yes.
Oh, nice, nice.
See, good
Spoiler.
nostalgia. Good nostalgia. It wouldn't be the movie if they didn't.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Let's see. What have we watched? What have we watched since Spider Verse? I know. I think we all saw the Flash.
The
That was
movie.
before Spider-Verse, wasn't it?
It was. It was. No, no, wait. Spider Verse came out first, and then Flash came out afterwards. But we didn't do. We took some time. Then we reviewed Spider Verse.
Okay.
Because we said we were gonna do a total Flash review, including the movie. I think.
Yeah,
Is
yeah. We're
what-
gonna do a Flash centric episode. That was one of our something we had
Yeah.
planned out. But also, I think Matt, you hadn't watched. You waited till it came out on streaming to watch it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can solo it out and talk about it if I want to, because I'm
Uh,
down, because
uh,
there's a lot of
we
things
can.
I have to say.
Yeah, we'll just plan to do a Flash centric kind of episode because the show ended and then the movie came out, and now we're kind of now we're just waiting for the next thing. um,
Gotcha.
Blue Beetle came out in August. It was
Still
it was
haven't
it was
seen that.
good.
Man. Okay, so after seeing the reviews for Flash, and before I got to watch it, I did not have high hopes for Blue Beetle. But I will say I was very happily, pleasantly surprised by that movie. It was good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a
Uh,
lot of fun.
yeah, yeah,
Great
and I'm glad.
casting.
Yeah, great casting, good effects. Um, I wish it did better in the box. I wish it did better in the box office.
Me too.
I think it's just a matter of like people that are kind of just a little disillusioned with DC and also with, hey, it's expensive to go to the theaters and movies aren't going to be making as much money as they were. And this is also going on during the strike, so they couldn't really market it like they wanted to.
Yeah.
Right. Hayden, I
But
definitely would
it was good.
suggest
I
you
look
watch
forward to
it.
seeing. I can't remember the lead character's name.
Zolo?
Zolo. Yeah, Zolo. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see him. I'm glad he's going to reprise the role in Gunn's DCU. Um,
Yeah, because he
uh,
did an amazing job.
he really did.
And
He
it
really did.
seems like he was really passionate about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we also had some Marvel stuff come out. We didn't talk about Guardians 3. I think we've all seen that, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that was a good movie. It was
It
It
was,
was excellent.
rough.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was heavy.
Yeah. Was not expecting it to be that heavy. I knew it was like, oh, yeah, it's their last ride, but how bad could it be?
Hmm.
I'm just James Gunn just kind of reached in there and just like tugged it, like just ripped everybody's hearts out.
Nothing really got to me until right before the end. It was like the scene right before the final act. I was like, oh man. That's when the getting choked up started. I was like, man, this movie did not have to go this hard. I mean,
Yeah,
it did, but it didn't.
it kind of did, and it kind of like it's right now. It's like I would say like that, and Loki season 2 is kind of holding up Phase 5 of Marvel right now
Yeah.
because yeah, those have like really carried this phase so far.
I mean, I liked I'm kind of easy to please. uh so I liked Secret Invasion, even though I didn't, know what was going on half the time. Um
Yeah, I thought there were
and
some, yeah, I thought there were some good moments in there, but I think overall it just didn't hit like it was supposed to, or didn't like there was a lot that they like you assumed they would do, but they didn't do.
yeah. I also enjoyed the Marvels.
Yes, yes, I saw that Sunday night, and I was like, I don't, I don't understand the hate because it
Yeah.
was very good, like a
No,
lot of
you know
action,
why?
I
You
so
know why
funny.
there's so much hate? There's so
Why?
much hate because the three main characters are women.
What? But
no
wait,
way.
people are still sexist in 2023?
Hate to break
What?
it to you.
Oh my god! What? Wow.
What does this world come to?
I don't understand. Why sexism still exists? I thought. Wow.
But
It's really dumb. It's just it's like
it's
I
dumb.
knew Captain Marvel. I think this one's actually better than Captain Marvel because you get to see more of like Carol's like humanity, and they have it kind of layered up with a lot of like action and comedy. But it's still like I don't. The hate is just so stupid.
Yeah.
And especially if you're basing it off sexism, makes you even more stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on going to watch it, but since you guys say it's pretty good, I will go watch it. I wasn't planning to go watch it because like the first one was okay to me, and watching the trailers for this one, I was like, huh, I don't know how to feel, but I trust you guys, so I will go watch it.
I think you'll like it, man. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Captain Marvel kind of had, like a lot at stake, but also it was also right before Endgame. So, you know, how much could they do with that? It's kind of a weird place, but yeah, I highly recommend going to see this. Um,
Cool.
For
I'll
sure.
go check it out.
Loki season 2 was great. We still got What If coming out at the end of the year.
Can't wait for
And
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited.
yeah.
December
Um,
22nd.
yeah. And
Oh,
DC has Aquaman 2 coming out as well as in December.
right.
Um, so that looking forward to seeing if that's going to be like. I'm not sure that's going to be Jason Momoa's last rise Aquaman, but it is like the end of the DCEU. Um, so I'm hoping they can just kind of stick a landing.
To be honest, I
Yeah,
keep forgetting about it.
Yeah. It took them so long to release the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Like I forgot. I thought it was supposed to come out earlier this month. Me and a buddy of mine were talking about it, and he's like, I don't know because they haven't said much, and I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got moved around on the schedule so many times, and then like the whole stuff with Amber Heard, and then like before the trailer dropped, people were thinking that there's a rumor going around the movie got deleted, like all the footage got erased, and they were like, they were just trying to like figure out what to say, like if they're gonna like just say now we had to cancel that, like we canceled Batgirl, so you're not gonna see it. But hopefully it's good, and hopefully it's good and they can stick a landing. That's all. That's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
Hayden, did you see TMNT Mutant Mayhem?
I did actually. Me and my partner watched it, and we both really enjoyed it. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it.
yeah, it
Yes.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I want to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle discussion episode.
About
Hopefully,
the
have some guests on. I think that'll be a really fun show.
Yeah.
series as a whole.
Yeah, just go into full talk. We'll talk about the movie that just came out, as well as like just have everybody talk about Turtles for hopefully not too long. But given if we're talking about everything, it might be a long episode.
Yes, please. Can we please do that? I am
we
100% down for that
we
and
will
ready
we will.
whenever.
Hayden, you in?
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. That sounds good to me.
Too sweet. We will get it set up. Trying to think of other things that have come out this year. As far as like TV shows, I'm drawing some blanks right now. If y'all can think of anything big that's come out,
Well,
or anything that y'all been watching or looking forward to. Well, that y'all watched in the last few months since we've last recorded.
I'm looking forward to. I can't remember exactly when it comes out. I could probably look it up real quick, but I'm looking forward to. Now this is just because I played Spider-Man 2, but I'm kind of looking forward to Kraven the Hunter.
Oh yeah. I remember that was supposed to be coming out this year, but it got moved to next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a review of the trailer for us, and I completely forgot. And I need to watch it and do that because Craven is actually another one of my favorite Spider-Man villains.
Yeah.
So
And he was pretty great in Spider-Man 2, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
Cool.
pretty good in any Spider-Man media that he's in. I think I played there.
Yeah.
There was another game that came out years back. I think it was a Spider-Man 3 movie game that he was in. He was also in.
I know he
Um,
was in the Amazing
he's just a
Spider-Man
menace.
2 game.
Yeah, and he's just a menace whenever
Yeah.
he's Spider-Man has to fight him.
I
Spider-Man is
I
the menace.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
I-
you're right, Hayden. Sorry.
okay, Jonah.
Public mess.
I like Craven is one of my favorite villains, and one of my favorite iterations of Craven is from the Spectacular Spider-Man. Oh, and that's something I've been doing this year that I didn't talk about. I've been going through and watching picking a character and watching all their series.
Nice.
Like as many of their series as I can. That they have out. So I started with Spider-Man actually. And I kind of went all over the place with it, but I've started to narrow it down. So I've watched both seasons of the Spectacular Spider-Man, which, by the way, that was an awesome show. I love it. It didn't get enough credit at all. But so I started that one, and now I'm doing the MTV Spider-Man, and then I'm gonna go back and do Spider-Man Unlimited and then the original '90s show.
Yeah, I was watching the 90s show not too long ago just to kind of gear up for Spider-Man 2. Just I was watching like all the Spider-Man stuff as well, except really just the movies was mostly what I was going through, with the exception of a few episodes from the cartoon. But
Yes.
yeah, I went through all of them in order. Spider-Man, or the first Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
Nice. The other series I'm doing that with right now is Digimon.
I don't think I got into Digimon, to be honest. I was more
It's
into Pokemon.
I was into both, but I think I was more into Digimon than Pokemon. But I started with them, I decided to watch them backwards for some reason, and I went with Digimon season 4, all the way from 4 all the way back to 1, and now I'm watching Digimon 2020 since they finally the dub for it.
I'll definitely want to watch the 2021. I finished I watched season 1 and 2. No, sorry, season 1 of Digimon earlier this year. And I want to watch the new one to see how it kind of stacks up.
It stacks up just as good, I would say. There's a couple things that are missed, but there's a couple things that are missed, but I mean, otherwise, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, let's see. I think that's all that I've, pretty much. I think we covered a bunch of stuff as far as movies and shows and what's been going on, and games we've been playing and stuff we've been up to. Hope everyone's kind of caught up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we'll have more focused topics in the future, hopefully.
Take the words
For
right
sure,
out of my
for
mouth.
sure.
I do have a list, and I'm sure y'all have some more suggestions as well. And if our listeners want to hear us talk about something in particular, let us know.
Yeah, feel
our
free to
DMs,
shoot us suggestions, please.
yeah, our DMs are open, or leave a comment, on our media pages. Yeah, and we'll spit something out for y'all.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
I look forward to it.
Yes, soon.
Very soon.
Evil hand rub.
Very
All right.
soon.
Well, that's all we got for today. So thanks for listening, and as always, remember to nerd out.
Nerd
Nerd out!